Hey guys, Ryan here with Quantum Wellness. Today I plan on discussing unlocking the power of GLP-1s, which can be a game changer for both weight loss and cost prep. For many, the journey to weight loss is an uphill battle, one filled with frustration, self-doubt, and the emotional toll of trying every diet, workout plan, and miracle supplement without lasting success. The scale barely moves, cravings can take control, and despite our best efforts, the results just don't seem to match the discipline. The reality is, weight loss isn't just about willpower, it is deeply tied to biology. And for those who have struggled with weight loss, resistance, metabolic dysfunction, or simply hitting a plateau, GLP-1 receptor agonists like tirzepatide and retatrutide are emerging as revolutionary tools that finally can help the body work with you instead of against you. But it's not just about the average person looking to shed pounds. Even the most disciplined athletes, such as bodybuilders in contest prep, understand that sculpting the perfect physique requires precision beyond just lifting weights. When it comes to cutting down body fat while preserving hard earned muscle, managing appetite, and optimize metabolic efficiency, GLP-1 medications could offer an edge in fine tuning body composition without excessive muscle loss. The stakes are high in competition. Every ounce of fat matters, and every gram of muscle you retain can make or break your physique on stage. For both the person desperate to feel confident in their own skin and for that competitor chasing their peak conditioning. Understanding how these medications work, their differences, and their potential impact is key to your success. This video explores two of the most promising GLP-1s based on treatments, the tirzepatide and retatrutide, comparing their effectiveness, safety, their role in weight loss, metabolic health, and even being used in bodybuilding contest preps. Because at the end of the day, whether you're stepping on stage or stepping into a new chapter of your life, the goal is the same: a leaner, stronger, and more confident version of yourself. So, I can't speak today. Retatrutide and tirzepatide are two advanced medications in the realm of weight management and metabolic health. Both have demonstrated significant efficacy in clinical trials, but they differ in their mechanism of action, dosing schedules, and their impacts on muscle mass. So let's talk about their mechanism of action. Tirzepatide is a medication that functions as a dual agonist, targeting both the glucose-dependent insulin-tropic polypeptide (GIP) and glucagon-like peptide (GLP-1) receptors. By activating these pathways, tirzepatide enhances insulin secretion, improves insulin sensitivity, and promotes satiety, leading to reduced food intake and weight loss. Retatrutide is a triple agonist, engaging in the GIP, GLP-1, and glucagon receptors. The additional activation of the glucagon receptor may contribute to increased energy expenditure and fat oxidation, potentially offering more comprehensive metabolic benefits. And it has been reported that for individuals with high lipids, their lipids even come down. So dosing schedules. Tirzepatide, the initiation can begin typically is dosed at 2.5 milligrams, administered sub-Q once a week for the first 4 weeks. I have heard and personally have utilized microdosing initially to start to help offset some of the negative side effects of GLP-1s, which are the nausea. And also some people would like to stretch their money out and still get at least initially benefits from the microdosing. And they're generally losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, which is a nice, safe, healthy weight loss for the majority of individuals. Then you're going to increase the dose. So after 4 weeks, increase the dose to 5 milligrams once weekly. If additional glycemic control is needed or if additional weight loss is needed, The dosage may be increased in 2.5 milligram increments after at least 4 weeks on the current dose. So you're going to do your first month at 2.5, second month at 5, third month at 7.5. Now, when it comes to maintenance dose and you've reached your ideal level, the maintenance dose ranges from 5 milligrams to 15 milligrams once weekly, with the maximum dose being 15 milligrams per week. Typically, that 15 milligrams per week is going to be something that you would be doing for the weight loss. Once you are at your ideal body weight, then you will usually reduce either the actual dose or reduce the frequency of injections. So I've heard of dropping down at least one level and having you run that for a month, once weekly, to only doing an injection once a month at whatever dose you are on. So now with retatrutide, this is a investigational drug currently in clinical trials. So it's not something that you can actively get through prescription and have insurance pay for it. The dosing schedule has been explored in research settings, starting at 2 milligrams administered sub-Q once a week for the first 4 weeks. Then you're going to increase the dose. So you'd increase to 4 milligrams once weekly during weeks 5 through 8, and then 8 milligrams during weeks 9 through 12, and finally to 12 milligrams from week 13 onward. Just a side note, these dosing protocols are based on clinical trial designs and may not actually represent final recommendations pending further research and regulatory approvals. Obviously, this is all research peptides that we're talking about, and each individual will, and each clinician will follow their own protocols. It's a little bit like the Wild Wild West. Now, with tirzepatide in clinical trials, participants are using who are using tirzepatide achieved up to 20.9% reduction in body weight over a 72-week period of time. In retatrutide, early phase clinical trials have demonstrated that it can lead to an average weight loss of 24.5% after 72 weeks of treatment. GLP-1s have been associated with muscle loss. Predominantly, this is seen in semaglutide, and I want to talk about the impact of muscle loss on these two. It is a common concern with significant weight loss is the potential reduction in lean muscle mass, which can affect your metabolic health and your physical function. Also, your longevity, because the more muscle you have, the longer you're going to live. So tirzepatide in the SURMOUNT-1 trial, participants experienced a 10.9% reduction in lean mass over 72 weeks. This loss is consistent with the expected decline due to weight reduction and aging. Additionally, studies have shown that tirzepatide leads to a significant reduction in muscle fat infiltration, indicating an improvement in your muscle quality. So what that means is that the fat inside your muscles are minimized, thereby improving your muscle quality. So with retatrutide, preliminary reports suggest that it may help preserve lean muscle mass while effectively targeting fat loss. However, comprehensive data on this impact on muscle composition are still pending further research. Again, I have found with GLP-1s, you can minimize the amount of muscle loss that you're going to have by following more of a bodybuilding diet where you're increasing your protein, making sure that you are consuming at least a gram per pound, and also make sure that you are doing resistance training to help trigger your body to retain the muscle that it has during the cut. So safety and side effects. Both medications have been associated with GI side effects, such as nausea, diarrhea, vomiting. These effects are typically mild to moderate and tend to decrease over time as the body adjusts to the treatment. I have had a number of people report being thirsty when they initiate the GLP-1s, and then that seems to kind of level out. Current approval status. So tirzepatide is approved by the FDA under the brand name Zepbound for chronic weight management in adults with obesity or overweight concerns, where retatrutide currently undergoing phase 3 clinical trials to further assess its efficacy and safety. It is not yet available for general clinical use except for in research settings. So when to use which medications? So tirzepatide is suitable for individuals seeking an FDA-approved treatment for weight management, especially those who may have type 2 diabetes, given its dual benefits on glycemic control and weight loss. Also, if you have good coverage and your insurance will cover it, this is the best option for a GLP-1 to go for. Now, with retatrutide, while it is not yet available through prescription, it has shown promise for potentially greater weight loss and metabolic benefits due to its triple agonist mechanism. Individuals interested in this treatment should monitor ongoing clinical trial results and, for legality purposes, await regulatory approvals or get enrolled in a clinical trial yourself, or find a suitable research peptide supplier and try it yourself, like many biohackers do. I have also I've also read that if you have higher lipids, retatrutide might be your better option. If you've got the ability to do either one of them. So in conclusion, both tirzepatide and retatrutide, again I can't speak, represent significant advancements in the management of obesity and related metabolic disorders. Tirzepatide is currently available and offers substantial benefits, while retatrutide may provide additional advantages, providing further research and approval. Consulting with healthcare professionals is essential to determine the most appropriate treatment based on an individual's health profile and the evolving landscape of weight management therapies. One other thing to note is with all of these particular medications, there have been reports of significant improvement in eating disorders, especially those such as binge eating or emotional eating, because it does help with the brain and it helps to reduce the food chatter that goes on. And for many individuals who have gone on a pretty good bodybuilding cut, sometimes that food chatter can get very loud. So it is a great way to help make that go away so you don't feel as hungry and like you're starving. And it is something that I have been using for at least the last 3 years. So I have used semaglutide in the past. I rebounded very poorly on that one. It is a medication that I don't really recommend anymore. I've had positive results on tirzepatide, microdosing it, not even using a full dose on that one. I used that last year on prep and only had one incident where I got very frustrated and walked to the fridge and ate one of my meals about an hour and a half earlier than I should have. And then this go around, I'm planning on using the retatrutide. And so far, I'm super happy with the results that I personally have been experiencing, as well as some of my clients and friends who have. So I want to thank you guys all for listening. If you have any questions or want to know where you can get these research peptides, by all means, please message me. I will share that information with you. And like, subscribe, share this information. If there's anything else you guys want to hear about, please reach out to me, let me know. And thanks again for listening.